Hey everyone, today I'm going to be swatching my VIPGLITZ and GLAM collection. There's multichromes, duochromes, shimmers, so if you want to see my collection, just keep watching. This is part 1, and I'll post part 2 very soon. The first eyeshadow we have is Emerald Secret, which is one of those multichromes that, like, when multichromes were first coming out, it's the type that it was, like a dark base that goes from, like, green to, like orangey. It's like one of those oil slick type multichromes, which I absolutely adore. I think they are absolutely stunning, and they swatch beautifully. They apply beautifully on the lid. They're just so pigmented, and the shift that they have, like, look at that. That is just stunning. This was one of the first multichromes that Tara from VIPGLITZ sent me, and I absolutely adore it. It's got such a beautiful green shift, but it also has that, like, teal to it and a little bit of, like, orangey to it. It's just absolutely stunning, and I definitely think this is going to be one of my favorites for this year, just because, like, I'm kind of in a green mood, you know? And, like, I'm usually not one who enjoys dark bases in eyeshadows, but with these type of multichromes, I absolutely adore them. They're just so shifty and fun, and even in, like, natural lighting like this, they still look stunning. The next eyeshadow we have is Starfire, which is just a really pretty pink to, like, gold eyeshadow. I really like it. It's just one of those typical shimmers that I know I'll use in, like, a softer look, which usually I'm not one for soft looks, but this type of eyeshadow is just stunning, and I love how metallic it is. It's definitely more metallic than shimmery. Typically, I prefer shimmery, but when it's metallic like this, I am in love. I definitely think this is one of those shades that are good for every day. The next shade we have is Heat Wave, which is this really, really beautiful pink to blue to, like, purple. It's one of those duochromes that has, like, a greeny tone to it, but it has, like, a bluey tone to it, depending on the shift, and, like, in certain lighting, it has a little bit of purple. Like, you can just see in the swatch how stunning it is. This is one of my favorites for sure, and I'm going to say that about pretty much every shade, but, like, this is one of those shades I don't actually have in my collection elsewhere, or if I do, they're, like, not as intense and metallic. Like, this just looks absolutely stunning in all lighting, and I'm obsessed. The next eyeshadow we have is Earth Girls, which is one of the most beautiful, like, reddy pinky multichromes I own. It is absolutely stunning. Even in, like, sunset, it looks absolutely beautiful. Like, look at this. It has a beautiful orangey, reddy, with, like, a little bit of, like, a darker base to it. It's not super dark of a base, but there's a little bit of a base there that just makes it absolutely stunning. And I really, really, really love this shade. I think it's absolutely stunning all over the lid. I think it's stunning just by itself on the inner corner. There are so many things you can do with this shade. The next shade we have is Luminosity, which is a really pretty purpley, pinky, duochrome, multichrome shade. I think it's a multichrome from what I understand. It is so, so stunning. I love it. It has such a beautiful purple twist to it, and I definitely think all over the lid it is absolutely stunning. It does have a darker base to it. It's like a dark blue base that goes purple and, like, a little bit of yellow and a little bit of pink. It's just absolutely stunning of a shade. This is not my favorite purple. I actually do have a favorite purple, but this isn't it, but it's very, very close. And you can see in direct sunlight just how, like, yellow the shade can be. And then it goes purple and pink. It's just so stunning. The next shade we have is Siren, which I believe is a duochrome. This goes, like, from blue to, like, a little bit of purple. It is just so stunning. It's one of the most beautiful blues I own in my entire makeup collection. I definitely, like, look at that purple shift to it. It's like a blueberry, honestly. I love it so much. I cannot wait to do, like, a mermaid look with this all over the lid and do some gems and stuff. I think that would be absolutely stunning, and this shade is amazing. I think this is my favorite blue that I own. Like, it just has such a beautiful shift to it, and no matter what lighting you have, it looks so unique and fun. This beautiful shade is called Not a Filter. It's an iridescent eyeshadow that is like a blue purple, or like a blurple as I would like to call it. Like, look at that. I've used this on the brow bone, on the inner corner. I've used this all over the lid. This is one of the most unique shades in my collection. I have nothing like it. I do have, like, some glitters like this, but I don't have any eyeshadows like this. This is one of my favorites, and this is definitely going to be, like, something I use a lot this year because it looks so good on, like, the brow bone just by itself for, like, a pop of color. And, like, look at that shine. So pretty. Unfortunately, it's overcast today, as y'all can see. So I'm not really having a good time picking up the shifts, but we're gonna try. This is the shade Cloud 9. This is a beautiful, like, iridescent multichrome. It has green and like yellowy, and it's just really, really pretty. And I love the iridescent multichromes that Tara has come out with. Love them so much. So this is just a really pretty green that just kind of, yeah, there we go. There we go. There it is. You still can like barely see it. That kind of ticks me off. So this is what Cloud 9 looks like swatched. You can see the kind of like almost purpley flip, and then it goes back to green. Like, it's just so pretty. I really wish that the lighting was better today, but I'll do better swatches on my Instagram when I have better lighting, so make sure you go follow that. And then as we move, we get different, a little bit more green, and then, ooh, there we go. Day is perfect. Day is perfect. In indirect lighting, this is what it looks like. It's really, really pretty and reflective, which is what I love about these iridescents. Like, they almost disappear and then bam, like they're just so, so pretty. I really want to get more iridescent shades. Like, oh my gosh, like look at that flip. It's just so gorgeous. The next beautiful eyeshadow that we have is on 1000. This is one of my absolute favorite shades. You can just see how multi-chrome and beautiful it is. It has like a greeny flip with like red, and it is just absolutely stunning. Like, look at that. I absolutely adore this shade. I've used it like twice now and I'm in love. Y'all, like, look at that. Like, it is so pretty. So this is what it looks like. Again, overcast lighting, but this is what it looks like. It's honestly so pretty. And then as you move, it goes from like green to like a pink to like a hint of, and then you got, oh, the pink to like a like lighter pink, and then back into green. It's just so, so pretty. I'm in love with this shade. In indirect lighting, this is what the shade looks like. Still just as impactful and beautiful. And then away from the window a bit more, this is what the shade looks like. Like, y'all, it is just so, so pretty. This is definitely one of my top shades. It's just beautiful. The next shade that we have is called Unicorn Tracks, which is like a really, really pretty like purple to blue type shade. Purple's my favorite color, even when it comes to eyeshadows, so I am absolutely obsessed. Like, look at that purple. And then it just gradually changes and looks so pretty. I wish it wasn't overcast, but at least the other ones aren't. So this is what Unicorn Tracks looks like swatched. Like, look at that shift. It's such a beautiful multi-chrome. I love it so much. I can't wait to use this in a look and just like look at how purple that is. Ugh, that's stunning. And then you go back to the light and it's still very, very pretty. So this is what the shade looks like away from my window, and it's just so pretty. Like, you can see just how beautiful the shift is. Like, it's just stunning. I really like this shade. It's one of my favorites for sure. The next shade that we have is called Wata, which is just a really, really pretty blue shimmer. It's not a multi-chrome or anything, but it is still just as pretty. And this is what the shade looks like. It's just a really, really pretty blue, which I think is beautiful, and I can't wait to use in like a blue tone look. Like, it's just pretty. I like it. And I like that it's metallic-y enough, because I'm not a fan of satin eyeshadows. This is definitely metallic and fun.